gotta listen to this shit for anyway?
Cause I'm in charge, that's why.
Oh, it don't seem like no good kind of reason to me. Also, hey, what's that?
Hold on right a second.
Steamroller!
Looks like you mashed some poor fella's dog, Sarge.
It's a Zergling, Lester. Smaller type of Zerg. They'd be out this far unless... Oh, shit.
I love you, Sarge.
So, last mission, we destroyed a Confederate installation. Now, it was infested by unknown aliens / the Zerg. But either way, General Edmund Duke and the Confederates not super jazzed about it. So we're going to see what the consequences of that decision were in the upcoming mission, Mission 3 of the Terran campaign, Desperate Alliance.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
I got your message, Magistrate. And frankly, I don't care what you have to say about Confederate regulations. You damn fringe world yokels are all alike. Don't know where your loyalties lie. Y'all have a real good day now, you hear?
Transmission ended. The report you requested is ready. 16 outland stations have reported sightings of the alien invaders identified as Zerg. The Confederates have arrested all standing militia forces and continue to avoid action against the Zerg. 3 stations have fallen to the Zerg already. We've been unable to locate any source of military relief except the extremist faction known as the Sons of Korhal. Their liaison is holding online.
Good day, Magistrate. My name is Arcturus Mansk, and I represent the Sons of Korhal. You're familiar with the Confederate propaganda surrounding my group, but your reputation suggests you'll see past it. It's never been our practice to operate in any one place for long, but these Zerg don't look like they're going to wait. I'm going to make you an offer, Magistrate. I'd like to help you out by sending down a number of transports to your colony and evacuating any survivors. You know, of course, that my organization operates outside the bounds of Confederate law. That's why they spread their lies and misinformation. If you decide to accept our help, you'll be branded as an outlaw too. But it's a chance to save those people. Time to make a stand, Magistrate.
Ending transmission. Priority alert. Evacuation zone under attack by Zerg forces. Distress beacon activated at 12:20.
There we go. So we have to survive for 30 minutes. Now you'll actually notice, and if you know for some reason you want to sit there with a stopwatch, it's not actually 30 minutes because it's 30 in-game minutes. And one the get fastest setting, which is actually generally the standard setting to play the game on, it's about a third quicker than real time, so to speak. I'm doing air quotes, which you won't be able to see. Yeah, so a bit of background there. Sons of Korhal, it discusses them in the manual. Arcturus Mensk's father is responsible for Korhal trying to secede from the Confederacy, which ends in nuclear Armageddon for Korhal, which is nice. I think in the long run, I believe his father's assassinated by the Confederates, and then he kind of continues the rebellion or secession or whatever you want to call it, which then leads to the nuclear obliteration of Korhal. So Confederates, really lovely people. So let's without further ado, let's get on with it. So it's actually giving us some information about the bunker here, which we've come across, but you know. So let's see what happens next.
Hey, this thing's on fire! You ought to send an SCV out here to repair it. He can fix my bike up too while he's at it.
So while we're doing that, I'm actually going to move the command centre marginally closer just to give us a little more efficient mining. Let's move these over there. Let's put a rally point there. I'm going to get these marines in the bunker and these ones. So we're introduced to the vulture bike now. I mean, to be honest, not usually a bad idea to take cover in the bunkers anyway. And bunkers do actually get used in the, you know, static. They are part of static defense, but they do get used in the multiplayer as well. Right. One thing to quickly show you as well is that these little Easter egg there.
Base is under attack.
They did fine there. Pete Stillwell is actually the leader of the classic games team and one of the people who was obviously overseeing the whole remaster. So I think that's a shout out to him on that storefront. That's something they've added.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, enough looking at those things. We've got an engineering bay, so we'll make use of that. Let's get some marines on the go while we can.
Minerals.
Generally, you always want to be building something at some point.
SCV good to go, sir.
I don't want to do stop. I want to hold position with them so they can shoot at things before they come round. Now we will get some hydralisks come up, at which point they will be able to shoot up and affect those marines. Let's stick him in the bunker. And only one can go in there, so get another SCV there. Let's get him to repair that bunker and then go on to mining. And probably need more in Vespine quite soon. In fact, I'm going to stick him in Vespine.
SCV good to go, sir.
And I'm going to stick him in Vespine and we'll
Not enough minerals.
build another in a second.
Yeah,
These vultures, extremely fast.
I dig.
Very much like Jim Raynor's vulture from the last mission. Not quite as strong, but very good for kiting and attacking melee units as well. And they do really good damage against the Zerglings because they do what's known as concussive damage. So they do that full 20 frag damage. Well, it's not called frag damage, but they do that full 20 damage to anything they hit that's small, like the Zerglings. So there is a size mechanic in there that affects the amount of damage that things take. I think now's a good time for a supply depot.
SCV good to go, sir.
And what I'll do is I'll probably build a second bunker at this entrance and a second bunker here. What I'm also going to do is we do get mutalisks come over here, so I'm going to put a couple of missile turrets up, which I think are 75 minerals when I can afford them. So let's prioritise getting some more SCVs first. Let's do a save. I don't know if that actually... Yeah, okay, it saves it as a separate file, that's good.
Job's finished. Yes, sir.
So we've got another supply depot. I'll have to try and keep an eye on my supply count, make sure I don't supply block myself.
Affirmative.
If there's any really slow bits, I will, you know, cut them out or even just speed them up. You know, put the camera up, put the footage back on a slightly faster speed. Although I don't think that's going to come up very often. Yeah, and as you'll notice, that's counting down much faster than 1 to 1 second. So it's a little bit.
Affirmative.
Let's chuck another marine out. I'll probably throw a few fire bats in as well because there's quite a lot of Zerglings. In fact, we've got a wave of them coming up now. Yeah, you see, these marines are able to attack. Now, some of those shots from the hydralisk were actually missing.
I can't build there. Orders received.
When you shoot up ground, there is I think it's a 50-50 chance of your attack completely missing, which is, so high ground, there is a very compelling strategic advantage to taking the high ground. Let's stick another marine up there.
Let's move. SCV good to go, sir.
Can probably get another SCV out.
Orders received.
I think once I get too many more, I'm going to be struggling economy-wise. Should probably build a factory as well.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I will admit, I always found the academy selection noise very annoying. It's very loud and
Right away,
kind of
sir.
obnoxious.
Orders, Captain.
Let's get another SCV out, actually.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Let's build another missile turret just to cover our bases. Literally, I guess.
SCV good to go, sir.
Actually, need another supply depot.
Your forces are
Forces under attack. Oh, there we go. There's our mutalisks. Let's see if let him walk into the bunker.
Base is under attack.
Get him to repair and then back into the... Right, let's do... The marine range upgrade should actually be really useful. So we'll do that. It is you. There we go.
Job finished. Report for duty. Roger that. I read you. Right away, sir.
I think we can probably get 1 or 2 more SCVs there. Right. Let's put them in control group 1. Let's put them in control group 2.
What do you want? Commander, outstanding. What do you want? Give me something to shoot. Yeah?
And what we can do is move along the bridge and do a bit of attack moving.
I dig.
So, not quite as effective against the Hydralisk, obviously, because the Hydralisk can
Is that it?
be within range. Let's get a factory out so we can build some more of those vultures. And also we can build a tech shop to do some upgrades. Meanwhile, I think we've got enough Vespene gas, so I'm going to take one off Vespene. I don't actually remember which one was damaged, so I'm just going to queue all of them. Save myself a bit of time. And I wonder... Now we've got a big wave coming in there. At which point, I think I'm actually going to repair that, and then I'm going to build another bunker. Now I think if I do that, yeah, he'll go straight to repairing. So instead, you can do that. Now, Vespene, we're actually depleted the geysers, so they're only going to return 2 on the return run now. But I think our defences are pretty good. We're going to throw another bunker down with that guy. And we'll build a machine shop there. And let's get some fire bats in those bunkers as well. And in a minute I'm actually going to build another barracks to increase our rate of production. So I'm actually going to stick these here. Ah, interesting. That makes sense. Arguably there's an advantage to keeping some Marines on the high ground there, but they're quite squishy, and as we just saw, that Mutalisk did kind of go through them. Definitely want the Vulture speed, which just blocked me out of buying the upgrade. Right, I'm going to put two fire bats in the bunker, so that can go in group 2. You can come down as well.
What do you want?
He can go in group 1.
Bring it on. Oh, is that it?
I could probably squeeze out another factory as well.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Right, he shouldn't be sitting around doing nothing. There we go. We'll get 2 fire bats in that forward bunker as well.
Yes, sir.
He definitely should not be sitting there doing nothing. In fact, we need a supply depot. Just noticed. So we're going to get supply block there. But that's fine. We can live. We'll survive. Now we're getting a bit more eager now. So we'll repair that up.
Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required.
There we go. In fact, while that's going on, let's get another supply depot built. So we've got 2 at the same time. Generally a good idea just to keep building supply depots. I'm going to throw down... Let's go for another barracks, actually.
Not enough minerals.
And we'll put another vulture out there. He can go in the... So that will help thin out the Zerglings really quickly. Probably should have put those bunkers a little more parallel to each other, but... And I can actually scan ahead, so if I want to see. So that is a sunken colony, so that will actually attack us and do damage to us. You go in group 2. Let's get some fire bats out there as well. So we're going to take some fire bats out into the field as well. Can drop spider mines. There's actually not much harm in doing that research. Spider mines are very, very powerful. Do, I think it's 125 damage.
Yeah? What do you want? I read you.
One of those things that when I, first played the original demo really caught my attention. Right, I do not want him in control group 2.
Yeah? Checked up and good to go. Something on your mind?
Put those in control group 3.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so Marine, Fire Bat, I think is probably a good combo. We're going to need another supply depot. Definitely. In fact, I might squeeze a second one in there just for the fun of it.
I can't build there.
I'm going to have to try and keep an ear out for the sound cue, but we need another one.
Research complete. Not enough minerals.
Alright, bring it on.
So you can be group 3, you can be group 3, you can be group 3, you can be group 3. So let's
I'll read you, sir. Piece of me, boy. Something on your mind? Stand back. Commander.
I think I'm accidentally clicking. Right, let's push across with the Marines.
Yeah? Standing by.
Okay, yeah. And then do the...
Something on your mind?
Actually, I should get Stim Pack upgrade.
I read you.
That would be a good idea. And we should also get some infantry armour. Sadly, I cannot upgrade the... so I've put those as group 2. Sadly, I cannot currently upgrade the
Base is
hit
under
points, the armour. See, the fire bats absolutely melt the Zerglings. But I'm going to lose that bunker.
attack. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, bring it on. Yes.
The fire bats survived. So let's...
Reporting for duty.
Instead, let's build the bunker here.
Base is under
Now that... Those missile turrets are going to cover us against the...
Right away, sir. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move.
You can go in group 3. Right, so...
research complete.
Rock and roll.
So what I can do is stim and attack, move. Now they lose 10 hit points when they stim, but the amount of additional damage you can do is huge. You have to have only fire bats and marines selected there if you want to stim. Let's get some more fire bats out there. Let's get some more vultures.
Yeah, I'm going.
You guys can go in there. Get those back in mining. Let's scan ahead. Now, let's see. So there's nothing down there. Sometimes there'll be Zerg burrowed. So what I'm going to do is... Actually, I'm going to be careful with the vultures, because they are not going to be very effective against the colony. Push them a bit too close there. Now, if you can, you try and kite the Zerglings with your vultures. Like this.
Forces are under
Obviously, the less you the less attacks they get off, the better. The Marines are the only ones here who can shoot up.
What are you on? Jacked up and good to go.
Let's put you in group 1. Let's put you in group 3.
Yeah, I'm going.
You can actually, if you're particularly quick, wipe the entire map of Zerg.
10 minutes until dropship arrival.
Let's get another factory out there then, because I'm floating some resources. I may even actually get another cheeky bunker in there on each side.
Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy?
So stick one behind here. Let's have those rally there.
Alright, bring it on.
Put you in control group 2. Put you guys in control group 3.
Something on your mind? Shoot.
Now let's see. What I can probably do is attack up here.
Yeah?
Let's do some scouting. There we go. Oh, definitely want you into control group 2. Right. I want to watch out for that Mutalisk, because that's going to be immune to my... There we go. Right, okay, let's go up this ramp. I definitely want to focus that Mutalisk with my Marines. In fact, let's see if I can pull...
Your forces are under
let's get
attack.
that. I don't actually need to build a second machine shop. The only advantage of building a second machine shop would be if I, for some reason, had multiple upgrades I could do. Later it becomes important because you can only build siege tanks once you've got a machine shop. And let's get some Marines ready for these bunkers.
Your forces are under attack.
That was the sound of a vulture dying, but
Yeah, I'm
be okay.
going.
Now we've actually got some high ground we can attack here. Let's get focus on that Mutalisk. Again, it's preferable probably to use a Marines against. Now I wonder if I can get him to hold near the top of the ramp. Preferable to use a Marines against the Hydralisks because they do full damage against the Hydralisks. Vultures don't do quite as much. Problem with the hold command there is that Hydralisk. Let's go back to base, build some more stuff, get some more things probably in the queue.
What do you want?
You Marines go in there.
I did.
He should not be in that control group.
I reach it,
Let's push down the ramp.
Yeah?
Just doing some quick drag box moving here. Probably not the most efficient way to do it, but I just want control group 2 to have vultures in.
Something on your mind? Yeah? Give me something to shoot.
One in there.
Your forces are under attack.
That's the empty bunker. Marine, fire bat, Marine. Let's do Marine, Vulture, Vulture.
Additional
Not enough supply depots, of course. While we're doing that, actually, because we can afford to, I just don't want to block myself in anywhere. It's very easily done. Right, okay, let's go. Oh, let's get this creep colony. Right.
Is that it? I reach it, sir.
Trying to make use of spider mines is something I always have a bit of problem with.
I reach it, sir.
5 minutes until dropship arrival.
Let's put those in control group 1. One advantage to keying your Marines and Firebats separately to your Vultures is that means they're very quick to stim pack by comparison. And especially if you have separate control groups, you're not stim packing the same Marine twice as easily. Right, let's get that sunken colony again. Let's just go ham, I think. Yeah, okay. Probably pushed a bit too aggressively there.
Something on your mind? No problem. Yeah, I'm going. I dig. No problem.
Your forces
Could
are
go
under
back
attack.
there, but I don't think that's the...
I reach it,
Yeah, didn't handle that engagement perfectly, but all I need to do is survive, so it's not a major disaster. In fact, I'm probably scheduled to do that. Have got any Marines I can put? Let's put those 2 in there. Bunker there. Probably all okay for... Can he get out there? Yeah, he can.
What do you want?
Yes. You got my attention.
I reach it, sir.
That's not the control group I set up, guys.
What do you want? Something on your mind?
Jacked up and good to go. Fired up. Jacked up and good to
I think I might be accidentally pressing control sometimes.
Bring it on. Yeah?
Yes.
I reach it,
Want to turn up the heat.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh. Ah, that's a big wave coming in to attack my base. I think what they want you to do in this mission is put a load of spider mines near your base entrance, which is actually not a bad idea at all. I tend to like to play this mission quite aggressively, so...
Fired up.
In fact, I'm going to queue up just... Not that it matters hugely.
1 minute until dropship arrival. Minerals.
I dig.
But we can push up here. There'll probably be some Zerg. That's a Hydralist den, so that's what allows the Zerg to build Hydralists.
Your forces are under attack.
So actually, if I stim pack him, he'll attack more frequently. Fortunately, he does splash damage, but only to the enemy, so that's quite nice.
What do you want?
How that works, I don't know. Sure, there's probably a lot of money in, you know, developing some kind of flamethrower that isn't subject to friendly fire. And there we go. Sons of Korhal arrived. Our ride is here.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
I think you're going to have quite a job picking everyone up there. Considering a dropship can only hold 8 units at a time. Way back when, like a really long time ago, I didn't do stuff like build tons of SCV, so I didn't have a huge economy, so I couldn't build lots of units. And I remember in the last minute of this mission when I played it the first time around, I had to lift all of my buildings up and fly them slowly away to avoid getting killed. But right, anyway, there you go. So that's the Backwater Station mission. So we have been rescued by the Sons of Korhal, and we're ready to take up the mantle of hideous, disgusting outlaws from the Confederacy. So you can see there, 20 minutes elapsed rather than 30. Nice. Right. Okay. So thank you for watching, and we'll be next. I will see you in the next mission where we'll be, spoiler alert, we'll be raiding something called the Jacobs installation. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.